Greetings, welcome to the 200th episode of Stuart's Audacity Tips. Glad to have you here. Just a quick note before we jump into the tip. The channel's been growing and I appreciate your being here, but 94% of you that watch the videos aren't subscribed to the channel. Do me a favor, it helps out a lot. Watch the video all the way through, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let somebody else know. Thanks. Let's get into the tip. So this time we're continuing our series on the track control panel, the left end of the track over here. And this time I want to talk about just a quick tip about the volume and pan controls. The volume control for the track is a great way, once you've finished everything, to adjust the finished output. So rather than using an effect, when you've done all of the things that you normally would like to do, and maybe the output is a little bit hotter than you wanted it, then you can use the volume to turn it down a bit, right? And it does not adjust how the track looks, but in the output. So if we play this,
score in 7 years ago, our
it's hitting around 12.
Fourth on this continent, a new nation.
If I draw the volume way down, and normally you're not going to use it that heavily, but I play again, and now we can see that it's much quieter. The meter's only registering around 30. So that's the way the volume works. And the pan moves left to right. When we're doing mono recording, we never use the pan, but if you're doing something where you want this particular track to appear more in the left ear than the right, maybe you're doing a podcast and you want the interviewer on the left and the interviewee on the right, then you can use this control to shift those sounds a little bit to the left or right. Generally, you don't want to slam them all the way over one way or the other, but you can shift a little bit to the left or the right. The tip I wanted to share is that these sliders, when you're done adjusting, maybe you want to put them back in center, they can be a little bit finicky depending on the version of Audacity that you're using. The pan control in the latest version, 377, tells you in the tip when you're centered up by saying center, and volume will go to 0 dB. So you're not minus and you're not plus. But finding it, you can fiddle around here, as you can see, with the slider a little bit, and finding 0 is kind of a little bit of a pain. So what I like to do is just double click on the control and type 0 and click OK. And it will normally take the control back to center. Now, we've just seen a bug that I've found in the most recent versions of Audacity, 3.7, whatever, where sometimes it centers up the control when you do this and sometimes it doesn't on a Mac. And this is only for Macs. If you're using Windows or Linux, then it works great every time. Just hit 0, hit enter, and it will center up the control. On a Mac, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I haven't figured out the details of which versions have the issue and which don't, but it has been reported to the Audacity team, so hopefully they'll have a fix for it coming out real soon, and I know they're taking a look at it. So that's all I've got for this edition of Stuart's Audacity Tips. Just a quick reminder though, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned because we've got some fun stuff coming up kind of in honor of the 200th edition of what started out as a newsletter, and then we caught up with the videos, and now we're doing the live videos. Expanding the YouTube channel, kind of expanding the universe of Stuart's Audacity Tips, if you will. So hang around, it's going to get fun. I'm Stuart, hope this helps.